Have you ever seen a giant word and just felt totally stuck? Well, welcome to this explainer. Today, I'm going to show you one Greek root that can unlock dozens of those massive words and literally give you a spelling bee superpower. It's the root anthrop. Whether you're prepping for a big vocabulary test, studying for a spelling bee, or honestly just love figuring out how language works, you are in the exact right place. We're about to break down one of the absolute most powerful root words in existence. Seriously, freezing up when looking at a massive, intimidating vocabulary word happens to the absolute best of us. You are definitely not alone there. But what if I told you that you don't actually need to memorize every single letter of those giant words? What if you just needed a kind of skeleton key to instantly unlock their meaning? All right, let's dive into section 1, the root formula. Okay, so here is the magic code. Anthrop means human or human being. It actually comes from the ancient Greek word anthropos. Now, depending on the exact word it's hanging out in, you might hear it pronounced anthrop or anthrop. But listen, no matter how it sounds, the root formula stays exactly the same. Anthrop equals human or people. By simply recognizing this specific sequence of letters, you suddenly have a window right into both everyday common vocabulary and super advanced academic words. Moving right along to section 2, story of the root. So, how did it get here? Well, the original Greek word was anthropos, simply meaning human being. And an important little historical footnote here, ancient Greek writers used it to refer to people in general, mankind as a whole, right? Not just men. As time went on, the root packed its bags and moved into scholarly Latin, and then eventually jumped into modern English. It specifically came through learned words used in science, philosophy, and education. It's been on quite the historical journey to end up in our dictionaries today. Which brings us to section 3, the people root. I really want you to think of anthrop as the people root. If a word has this root tucked inside, it's pretty much a guarantee that it connects to humans, human life, or human behavior. A great mental picture to hold on to? Imagine a massive, happy crowd of people, maybe even forming the shape of a giant heart or a speech bubble. This root always points straight back to humanity. So next time you're stuck on a test, just let that big crowd of people pop right into your mind. All right, section 4, root variants. Let's see how it changes shape. Think of this root kind of like a big tree. We have our main trunk, sure, but there are a few important variant branches branching off. You've got anthrop, meaning human. Then there's anthropo, which acts as a combining form, meaning human being or mankind. And finally, anthropoid, meaning human-like or sometimes ape-like. So the core identity is identical, the root is the same, but the outfit changes just a tiny bit. You might be wondering, why do these spellings change at all? Well, the spelling might shift slightly if a suffix begins with a vowel. It also changes when it's used as a combining form, like when scientists or philosophers are busy mashing together brand new academic words. But here's the golden rule to remember. The spelling might change, but the meaning stays totally human. And now for our final piece, section 5. Hidden word family. Time to play word detective. See, some anthrop words hide the root right inside these super long spellings. Let's look at anthropology. Anthropology means the study of humans. You've got anthrop, or human root, and ology, which means the study of. Put them together, picture a scientist studying ancient bones and tools in a museum, and boom, the mystery is solved. How about the word philanthropy? This one means the love of humanity or helping others through giving. So phil means love, and anthrop means humanity. When you see this word, think of showing love for humanity, like handing out food or books and helping others out of sheer kindness. And you know what? The cheat code even works for grumpy words. Take misanthrope. A misanthrope is a person who actually dislikes people. The prefix mis implies hatred or wrongness. Combine that with anthrop for people, and there you have it, someone who avoids or strongly dislikes human society. Think of a grumpy cat sitting way far away from a group of cheerful animals. Now check out anthropomorphic. This is a fun one. It means having human traits, and it's used to describe animals or even inanimate objects that are given a human shape or personality. Imagine a cartoon rabbit wearing glasses and reading a book like a student. Anthrop is human, and morph is shape or form. Next up is anthropocentric, which literally translates to human-centered. Imagine humans standing right dead center on a big target. It's a big philosophical word used to describe a worldview where human beings are considered the absolute, central, or most important element of existence. So, as you can see, skilled spelling bee students and vocabulary masters learn to spot this root even when it's buried deep inside other massive words. Like a detective looking through a magnifying glass, you can now easily decode an anthropologist, the person studying humans, or a philanthropist, the person giving to humanity, or misanthropy, the general hatred of the human species. This cheat code works every single time. So here is my challenge to you. What other human words can you discover out in the wild using your brand new ANTHROP superpower? Grab your magnifying glass and start looking at the books you read, the articles you scan, and the science classes you take. I guarantee you're going to start seeing this root everywhere. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and happy word hunting.